Hey everyone, and welcome to our Data Insights in 15 Minutes. My name is Chris Banks with Pyramid Analytics. I'm Director of Product Marketing. It is a pleasure to be with you today. We have a lot of exciting things going on. If you haven't read about it, we just had our Series E funding that was announced, big doings. We've got a lot of things happening all over the world right now, and we are excited to share with you some insights around today. Today's topic is about optimizing the power of your data while mitigating risk, and how to make your data work for you. Keep in mind, there's a lot of analytics players, vendors out in the marketplace. We're going to differentiate ourselves in a second. But more importantly, when you're talking about analytics, you have to be very careful when you're downloading data or having business users download data and have that data on their desktop. A lot of different challenges around security, risk, multiple versions of the truth, and then all of a sudden decision making is impacted around that. And it's really what we want to focus on today. If you could hit the next slide, please. The world is changing, still changing over the past couple of years, as we're well aware. But three things are really going on. I used to present a slide saying 90% of the world's data has been generated over the last 2 years alone. I think that number has actually increased, and there's more and more data available to organizations than ever before. But the challenge sometimes is accessing the right data at the right time. We're going to share with you how we're a little different around that. The other thing that's important that's out there too is that more and more people want access to information, to answers, to insights. Not necessarily analytics, but more and more people do want to leverage data in their decision-making process. And that's something that we take very seriously here at Pyramid Analytics. And we actually think that's mission critical for every organization to leverage data in your decision-making process. And then the last component that you see there is simplifying analytics. But also the fact that more and more sophisticated analytics are requested. Reports are great, dashboards are great, KPIs are great, OKRs are great, but empowering the business community to get more information is really where the value of analytics brings to the plate. So finding out what is going on or answering what with descriptive analytics is awesome, right? What are sales at? What are returns at? What is customer retention at? But when you can empower the business to find out why sales are at $5 million, why? Let me drill into that information and get the answers I'm looking for to make me a better decision maker. It's that simple. Next slide. Thank you, sir. So this is where our platform comes into play. At Pyramid Analytics, we have a decision intelligence platform. And you may be wondering, what the heck is decision intelligence? Well, it's something that we're the pioneers of, and we're putting our stake in the ground around decision intelligence. It's the next big thing, and it's what's next in analytics. And what we're trying to do, or what we're empowering organizations to do, is transform decision making by automating the decision making process and empowering anyone inside your organization, or better, outside, to make faster, more intelligent decisions. And how we do that is by combining with one platform the very best of data prep, business analytics, as well as data science. One platform combined to do all three. And what we've done is built our platform from the ground up just a few years ago. So we're going to give you the best performance and scalability, and really provide three main values with our platform. Speed up insights with any data inside your organization. That data can be on-prem or in the cloud. We've got direct data access available with our platform. We have an engine. Our secret sauce is called Piranha. Don't be afraid of that. And Piranha provides that multi-direct data access with the best performance and scalability. The other one is scaling adoption for any person inside your organization. And you recognize that you've got technical people, power users, business analysts that are looking to find insights on their own, maybe by using a product to get that. And we certainly can meet the needs of that, but we also meet the needs of everybody else, from the C-suite to your front line. So you don't have to be a technical business person to get the insights that you're looking for. And then the last component is simplifying analytics for any analytics need that you may have. So I mentioned descriptive and then diagnostic, empowering to find out why things are going on. Certainly predictive is there. So we're giving you the empowerment of making it easy to use, but also meet the needs of any type of business person inside your organization. So our tagline is we're going to leverage any data for any person for any analytics need that you may have inside your organization. And this is where we're finding the most success with our decision intelligence platform. Next slide. So that being said, I'm going to pass the baton. I keep saying this every time we do one of these data to insights live recordings, but it's one of the best SEs that we've got. We have so many great SEs here at Pyramid Analytics, but I'm going to pass the baton to my colleague and friend, Matt Chapin. Matt, show us what you're going to show us.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you everyone who is joining us today. So let me give you an overview of Pyramid Analytics. And so inside Pyramid, all of the dashboards are interactive, right? So if I were to click on, a single bar chart, everything is going to update, all reflect, and it can come from different data sources, right? So I can look at, my claims from Duck Creek here, look to see, okay, yep, it's coming from a SQL server, it's coming from a Duck Creek SQL server, but I can come down here to this visualization or the other visualization, and it's coming from a different, it's coming from my Guidewire SQL server inside here. So the beautiful thing about Pyramid is, although yes, you're consuming a rich dashboard, but it provides automated insights out of the box right for you in your hands. So I can look at this particular visualization, the scatter plot showing me renewal premiums, policies from Guidewire, but we have smart insights, automated artificial intelligence that is being driven from the data and how it's being displayed. So I can look at basic facts, Pareto analysis, relationships, trends. I can look at more advanced when it comes to basic facts, Pareto, relationships, including now my outliers inside here. But what I really like is my categorical, showing I can see by different companies, where my ranks are at, from gross premium to new premiums to my renewal premiums inside here. And keep in mind, this is dynamic. It's data driven. So as I change things, maybe select on my commercial, it's changing the data that's being driven behind here. So very powerful. And what it's doing is it's providing you out of the box more information about your data and helping you level set across the entire community out there. Another feature that we really have is the ability to explain the data set inside here. So I can come in, I can click on any bar, any measure that I want, and I can see my dominant drivers of new premium, what's being driven for my new premiums out here. And I can see auto liability is driving that. I can also see my influencers, like it's a renewal premium that's inside here, or my net loss incurred of 13,000, and I can see the outliers all being data driven inside here. We didn't have to develop this. It's just coming to the screen all from the Pyramid server. The one thing Chris mentioned is all about data governance, right? You're looking at a dashboard here that has every, as a consumer, you could see everything across the country, right? And when we talk about data governance, we want to be able to secure what users can and can't see inside the dashboard here. So for example, let's just go through our data governance to show you how to secure that. So inside the Pyramid platform, I can come in and I can choose my data source that I want to connect with. And by the particular roles, I can come in and say, okay, I want to control the attribute security. So what dimensions that I would be able to see inside my dashboards. I can provide hierarchy overlays, meaning I can, change the way a particular dimension looks inside there. I can provide measure security inside here too as well. So I can toggle on and off what measures that they would see. Again, I would do the same for measure overlays. Then I can provide member security inside. So for this particular role, I could say, hey, you know what? I can only see cities that are on the border, on the southern border, like Alabama, California, Arizona, New Mexico, etc. So I am controlling what the users can see from that perspective. So if I were to log out and log in as a new user, And we'll just come in with my just general user and consume a dashboard here. I can see that now I'm only seeing the data inside my dashboard from the southern states right here, all of that from right there. So it's a simplified way to be able to control how you're able to see the data as well. So that's all I have, Chris. I would just want to talk about data governance and security and how you can control that and how it would interact with the particular users and views. So
All righty. Well, so tell us, Matt, certainly the topic, right? Optimizing the power of your data while mitigating risk. Talk to us about data. Talk to us about the data governance side. What is it that we do so uniquely when you're talking about analytics and governance with the Pyramid Decision Intelligence platform?
well, we control basically how the data is structured, how it's laid out. We create models on top of your data sets, and then we can empower or control what they can see as far as that data model. So that way, as I'm building out a curated data model across all of my different data sources, I can identify which users have access to certain data roles or data models, or what's inside those data models too as well.
And do you need to download any data? How does that work with the data modeling?
You do not need to download the data. You can directly query that data and basically have the data lives and breathes where it is today. So we don't actually ingest the data into our platform.
So are you telling me, I'm going to put you on the spot right now, if I've got some massive SAP installation where I've got all of these business rules set up and it is residing someplace, maybe it's even up in the cloud, you're telling me that I don't need to move that data, I can access that directly?
Absolutely, 100%. We do not require you to move the data from wherever it lives today into our platform to create nice, beautiful dashboards and analysis.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Hey, why don't we open it? Hit me to the next slide there, Matt. I think we've got, I
Yeah,
don't know what we've got. Let's just fly without a net and see what we've got.
tell you what, let me log back in and log in as, so I can go back to the major admin user here and so we can Q&A.
Awesome, awesome. So we'll take questions. If anybody has any questions, feel free to write them in. You know, I mentioned it's an exciting time for Pyramid Analytics. We did announce our Series E funding, but the other exciting thing, if you were not aware of it, the Gartner Critical Capabilities Report, which is the companion document to the Gartner Magic Quadrant, was released, and Pyramid Analytics was ranked #1 for augmented analytics, and we are super excited about that. And if you want more information about that, let us know. I've got a question here for you, Matt.
Okay.
All of these dashboard features are awesome that you showed. Is there a way to turn any of these off or slim down the ones I only want?
Yes, every feature that I showed you today, plus a bunch more, you can independently configure and turn off and on those in the dashboard itself. So you might want to disable some of those features for certain groups of users to be able to use the Smart Insights or use the Explain feature. You can toggle those features on and off.
Excellent. We have another question for you. Can security be automated using APIs?
Yes, it can. You can ingest basically custom data, or we can interpret domain names, user IDs, all of that, and you can custom script that so that way you can control the data access based on values that are being passed into the Pyramid platform.
We had a question come in regarding what is decision intelligence. And as I mentioned in the intro, so decision intelligence is what we're considering what's next in analytics. So there's always been a progression in what's been happening in the analytics world. Back in the day, there was no such thing as business intelligence. There was just reporting. And then all of a sudden, BI was coined by Howard Dresner himself in around 1989. And then dashboards and data visualizations and charting and KPIs and interaction and all these things came out with analytics. And with decision intelligence, what we're doing is we're automating the decision-making process so that anyone inside your organization can make more intelligent and faster decisions than ever before with our platform. That's what we mean by that. And what we've done with our platform is it's just more than just business analytics. We have combined data prep as part of the platform, as well as data science. So we're embedding data science right into that with a point and click browser-based interface. And it's all unified and all built from the ground up to give you the best performance and scalability in the market. Hopefully that answers that. One more question for you. Do the consumers of a dashboard have the ability to export the raw data?
They do. So you can empower your users to be able to export the data, but you can also configure the dashboard to disable that option too as well. So if you want to secure a dashboard to not allow them to copy, to export, to print the dashboard, you have full control to do that. That way you're securing the dashboard from a view-only perspective.
You know, it's funny. That's a good question. That's a great answer. One of our customers, who is a major computer manufacturer based in Texas, they, coming right from the top, their CEO, they want to remove the ability of people exporting data into Excel. They want to get away from that because they recognize that part of the problem with Excel, although it's one of the most popular tools in the market, it does create a bit of a chaos when you have multiple versions of the truth, because once data is exported, you have no control over that and who has access to it and what gets changed to it. So it's very interesting that that was one of the features that they wanted to implement, is not the ability to download any data at all with that. That is, just checking to see if we have any more questions. That's all the questions we have for you, Matt. But what we'd like to do is offer you the ability to choose your own adventure. And you could request a demo. You can see the link right there, pyramidanalytics.com/request-demo. And you also see the other option of downloading 3 analyst reports. You know, we've done very well in the Gartner Critical Capabilities Report. We've done very well with the BARC BI Survey 22 that was released late last year. And we've done very well in the Dresner Wisdom of Crowds reports, where we were ranked #1 for self-service, ranked #1 for self-service with BARC, and then certainly with this latest Critical Capabilities report being ranked #1 for augmented analytics. And if you're not familiar with augmented analytics, it's funny, I Googled it just to provide it for you, and there was one site that said it's the future of analytics, but it basically does is leverages AI, machine learning, and natural language generation and automated insights to really empower business people to make decisions better and faster than ever before in an easy to use way without having to learn a tool. And that's exactly what we're propagating, and that's something that we do very, very well. I'd like to thank you all for your time. Again, take us up on either adventure. Just visit us on the web at pyramidanalytics.com, whether it's a demo or you'd like to download or get a copy of 3 analyst reports. We'd love to provide that for you. Or if you just want more information and you want to poke around and discover some interesting use cases that we've got out there, it is a great time to work with Pyramid Analytics and our decision intelligence platform. So thank you for your time today, and looking forward to seeing you soon online.
Thank you very much.